Hey guys, it's Kobe with Rural Bible Reviews coming at you again this week with another Bible review. This week, I'm looking at the New American Standard 2020 edition, and it is the large print compact Bible. I wasn't planning on doing a video this week. As you guys know, I usually drop a video on Friday. And on Thursday, which is my off day, one of my off days, I'm off Thursday and Sunday, I was really tired. I had a list of things I wanted to get done around the house and all that. I was going to record a video. It wasn't going to be this. It was going to be something else, but I'll save that for another time. And like I said, I had some things I wanted to get done, all that. But, you know, you ever have one of those days when you have good intentions and then you just don't do it? Yeah, that was me on Thursday. So, but it's fine. So anyway, I ended up being in the Facebook group, you know, looking through there like I always do in the 2020 Facebook group, which I've linked before and I'll link it again this week. And I'd noticed that people were starting to talk more about this Bible. And I've been kind of looking at it, but I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted it or didn't want it. But let's just be real. I want all the Bibles. I can't help it. But anyway, so I thought to myself, well, I'm going to save up and get the Prime Edition. But then the more I thought about it and the more I've been reading in this one, which is the side column reference, and their leather text, I really like it. I thought to myself, well, you know, why not? It's not that expensive. We'll just go ahead and get it. So what I have here is the large print compact Bible. And again, I posted a little short video of me opening this up just a few minutes ago. But Gretchen and Kevin, I'm blaming you guys for this. The peer pressure is real. No, just all joking aside, I mean, it doesn't take much to get me to buy one. But anyway, so we're going to look at this one. And it comes in this slip case. Here is the bottom of the slip case, which gives you your information. It is a single column text, paragraph format. It has book introductions, 2 double-sided satin ribbons that are angle cut 10 millimeters. They are 3/8 of an inch. And it is a black letter text, and it is the 2020 text edition. Here is your ISBN. I'll let you pause it there. And this one was printed in Korea, which we will see. And here is your features. I'll let you pause it there, and we will go through it here. Now, I bought mine off Amazon just to get it here quicker, but I did use the Lockman store on Amazon, and it's the same price as it is on the Lockman website. Right now, if you order direct from Lockman, it is $28.99, and I highly recommend ordering from Lockman. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of them. They've really helped my channel out a lot. And, you know, like I say, I'll never not be grateful for them. But the features on this, it is a 9-point font. And it does have high opacity 32 GSM paper. And we're going to get into it. So the leather text, man, I'm telling you, I really like the way it feels. It's got just a grippy, grainy feel to it. It's got the silver gilding, which is another reason why I like the blue. Also, blue is one of my favorite colors, as I've mentioned before. I like the spine of the Bible. I like how it has these imprinted tooled hubs. It's almost like a blind stamping, which I really like. I like the font that they use. And on the back, you do have your ISBN. I wish that wasn't there, but it's not a big deal. As you can see, you've got blue head and tail bands. And then you've got one blue and one black ribbon. And then you've got a paste down liner and a vinyl end sheet. Those are both in a navy blue, as you can see. And the measurements on this, well, the trim size of the paper is 5 by 7.25 by 1.1. I'm not 100% sure what the trim is on this one. I don't have my ruler nearby, but as you can see, here's my hand. I don't have a very big hand, and you can see it just, you know, this is going to be a great little, to me, this is a good carry with you everyday Bible. This is a good EDC, everyday carry Bible. Here's a Pigment Micron. It gives you an idea. If you're an Apple person, here's my Apple Pencil. Give you an idea. So, but to me, it's bigger than the Pitt Minion. It's bigger than a ESV Alpha. Some of the other compact editions, but it's not a huge Bible. It's not real thick. It's just a good, you know, like I say, you could carry this everywhere. But with the font size, you could also take it to church and be able to keep up and read with it with no issues whatsoever. All right, so we open it up here. Here is your presentation page, nice and clean. And then here is your marriages, your wife's family tree, your husband's family tree, births, deaths, and occasions to remember. And then you have your title page here. And then here is your publisher's page. And as you can see, this was printed in Korea, which I do like the Korean print Bibles that Lockman is doing, or really anybody. Steadfast uses them too for some of their LSBs, but the Korean print Bibles are much better than the Chinese print Bibles. This paper is really, really nice. It's got a smooth texture to it. Here is your foreword, and as I always tell you guys, if you're not 100% familiar with a translation, read the foreword, and it gives you what you need to know about it. All right, and then you get here. Here's your books of the Bible. So it's very short. You don't have as much stuff in the front as you do in some of these Bibles. And like you said, like I said, you can see here it's got in the back introductions to the books of the Bible, and then there's also maps. So that's nothing uncommon for Lockman. They put their introductions to the books of the Bible in the back. Here is your Old Testament title page, and again, I really like this font. I think it's neat. And here it is, Genesis. It is, as you can see, a paragraph format. It's got good, bold, dark verse numbers that really stand out in my opinion. And then at the bottom, you'll have a line with some of your, not references, but like translator notes. Sorry, left me there for a minute. With translator notes and everything. So it's not a reference Bible, which is fine. You don't have to have that. And then here you can see what it looks like. There's minimal to no ghosting. And I'm going to open it up a little bit flatter here. Because like I say, I haven't went through and broke all the pages up yet. They're kind of sticking a little bit. I went through a little bit and kind of did the little flip thing. You can see right there, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you can tell where they're kind of sticking a little bit. But hey, I like that. So I like to unstick them. I've said that before. But let me flip over here to the Psalms. Here is the navy ribbon. And you can see here what the poetic setting looks like. I'll hold this up. Excuse me, guys. Now, when you get to your poetic settings, of course, it's going to be a verse-by-verse format, but they put a pilcrow in, which I like. That way you know where the next verse ends and begins. But as you can see, you know, and I always tell you guys that the camera adds more ghosting. There is no ghosting hardly at all. This 32 GSM paper is wonderful. And it doesn't make this Bible too thick, in my opinion. So now I'm going to flip over here, and we'll get to the New Testament. Here's your New Testament title page. And let me just go ahead and flip on over. That way you guys can see. Here it is. It is a black letter text. And I love a good black letter text. So that's just how I roll with it. But anyway, let me just keep flipping here. I'm going to get to the back. Like I say, I still got to unstick these pages, which I will. I'll get there and see how my ribbon's still wanting to flip up there. I hadn't worked anything in yet. This is literally straight out of the box. You guys are getting this one straight out of the box. This is going to drop on Sunday, so I'm recording this today on Saturday. All right, here is the end of the Bible, Revelation 22:21. And here is your book introductions. Like I say, this is something that Lockman does. And then at the end of those, there's your last one. And then you get to your Lockman maps. Here they are. And then you got your end sheet, and that's it. That is the Bible. Now, I know last week when I recorded, I started out with it facing me, but I had to use my AirPods because I was using my Mac to record the facing part of it. I got a couple of things I'm going to buy. I think I might have me a mic picked out, and then I'm going to get a tripod so I can stand my phone up and let it record me. That way I can get a different angle. And then I'll go to this that holds the phone for the overhead shot. So, because I didn't like how the audio sounded one way on my Mac and then another way when I'm recording like this. Because when I record like this, I don't need a microphone. I don't have to use one, which I may start using one just for a little bit more clarity and everything. But anyway, so this one, like I say, it's $28.99 on the Lockman website. It comes in red, black, blue, brown, purple, and teal. And then it also has a black genuine leather. And then there is also a prime edition, which is the goatskin leather of this one, which you can get in black or brown. Of course, the only difference is that it's going to be goatskin leather. It'll be edge lined and all that. So it does have 31 GSM paper in the prime edition. So it has a few more bells and whistles. But it also costs a whole lot more. So, and like I say, in my opinion, this one is great. And I failed to mention, this does have the line match type setting. It is spice sewn. So you will, it's great. It'll be fine. If you want to get one of these and get it rebound, it'd be great for that. But like I said, I don't think I'd want to, because I really like this leather text and how it feels. It feels really good in the hand. Like I say, it's one of my favorites. Lockman's leather text is top notch in my opinion. So as always, I will leave a link down below where you can purchase this. There's also a link to my link trees down there. That way, if you want to donate to the channel, it has my Buy Me a Coffee. It has all my social medias where you can follow me on there. Also, there's a link to the Truth and Love Network. Make sure you check those guys out. That's the network I'm a part of, with all the different podcasts and different people that are in the network. There's also a link to the Wrath and Grace universe, which, like I've told you guys before, I really like those guys and believe in what they're doing. And I will leave a link to the New American Standard 2020 Facebook group. It's called New American Standard 2020 Enjoyers. If you're on Facebook and you're interested about the New American and all the different editions, and you want to be pressured into buying some Bibles, come join us on there. Right now, we're doing a read through of Matthew, which is going to carry us out throughout the middle of December. I want to say December 15th is when we end. I could be wrong. But anyway, come check us out there and join us if you're on Facebook. And like I always tell you guys, I appreciate you listening to me and being here every week and supporting the channel. Keep sharing videos and invite your friends to like the channel. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I am going to do a giveaway. And more than likely, well, not more than likely, it will be. It's going to be a premium. If it's something that's out of my collection, I don't mind to do that. But I will give away a premium Bible of some sort. But anyway, like I said, thank you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I kind of hate saying that. Matthew Everhard's been kind of making me feel bad about asking people to do that. But, it's the YouTube thing. You kind of get on a roll and saying stuff, and it just comes out. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. And until next week, grace and peace.